Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping, and today we're going to be making this really cute card using two new products, and I'm really excited to share with you. But a little news first, I'm going to be taking off the rest of this month because we have a cat who just got diagnosed with cancer and he needs a lot of special care right now. He's not eating very much and it's very scary for us. So we're just going to take the time off, plus the holidays. You know how it goes. And so I'm hoping I'll have better news when we come back in January. But I'm going to go ahead and flip you down and we're going to get started. And I hope you enjoy this project. Okay. There we go. Okay. So the stamp sets I'm using are Aspen Grove, which I was really excited about because I love birch trees, and we went to Yellowstone and saw aspens, and I just was like, okay, I love them both. And Sweet Bugs, which they're just too cute to not use. And then just for the sentiment, because I wanted to make a birthday card, I am doing Simply Said. All right, so we're going to start off, and you will be shocked to hear there is no bling and no layers where we use dimensionals. I know, that's not like me at all. Okay, so this is 5.5 by 8.5 Cajun Craze, full scored at 4.25. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and bring in a white that is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And I'm going to bring this in just so that I have it and I'm ready. I think, yes, I have everything. All right, so I am going to stamp using Early Espresso, and I think that's what they look like. It could be that or black, but I figured that Early Espresso is very grounding. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to leave just a little bit at the top because I don't want it to be, I just want the leaves to be an idea, kind of. All right. And then I'm going to stamp this one. So there's all different stamps that we can use. And I want it to kind of, let's go a little bit lower. I mean, aren't those already so beautiful? And then let's get this one. And we'll do that about here. I love this. Okay. And what's nice is that it doesn't come with any dies. So if you want to fussy cut it, you can. And they're not hard because they're mostly straight lines. And so that it makes it a little bit easier to cut them where you don't have to worry about going around intricate things. And I need to get my old olive for the leaves. And there are different leave things, but I was like, you know what? Let's just not make it difficult. And let's go one more over here. All right. That looks, no, that's fine. No, I don't like it. I'm sorry. This is, I am so particular. It's not even funny. Okay. Okay, we got that done. Then I am going to stamp from the Sweet Bugs the three cute little, let's see, move that, the three cute little ants. And that is also, well, that's going to be done in Memento. And okay. And then I'm going to do the Let's Celebrate. And that's going to be in Early Espresso. Oh, Yeah, we just found out about our cat late last week. And so we've been scrambling because he just went downhill so fast. But they said if we can get on top, oh, that does not, if we could get on top, we're going to start all over. Uh, I'm just going to flip it because it doesn't matter. My goodness, this is what happens when you talk. All right, so what I'm going to do is do the ants first. Goodness. They said if we can get on top of him eating, because they don't know what kind of cancer he has, so he might be able to live 1 to 3 more years. And to us, that's like music. So we're just trying to get him to eat, and that's the problem. Okay, so we're going to start all over. This is just, I was testing you to see if you were paying attention, and maybe I'll do my trees a little bit better, the leaves this time. So, yeah, he's been with us for 11 years, and him and my son are super tight. He follows him everywhere. He's kind of like my son's emotional support animal, so it's very important if we can keep him around as long as possible. But he follows him around. Whenever he stops, he just like not climbs because he's declawed, which we don't do anymore, but he climbs up his leg trying to get him to like, come on. So it's just really cute to watch. So I'm trying very hard to give him extra time. I am going to go ahead and do my sentiment, and this time I'm going to stand up. I was trying to get it straight, and I totally did it where it was off. All right, that's much better. Whew. Things that happen when you're not paying as close of attention, right? All right, so we're going to do the leaves one more time. I'm going to go down here and here. There, that looks better, don't you think? All right, now I need to color the ants. So I'm going to use, because we're using Cajun Craze, I'll move this aside for a minute. We'll need it again in a second, but I want you to be able to see better. We are using Cajun Craze as the base, so I'm using Cajun Craze to color the ants. And I'm just going, I want the bullet tip. I'm just going to follow the lines here. And instead, I know that I did, you're fine. Little bit distracted, not much. All right. Okay, now come in with the light. I'm not making this super difficult. I'm just going to blend it so that you see some highlights. Luckily, the arms and legs don't need to be done. Now, the more you go over the lines, the more they blend and you don't see them as much. And then that way, it just is highlighted. I just love playing with new product. So I'm going to make the face, so make sure it's blended a little bit more. That looks better. Okay, then I'm going to come in with Daffodil Delight and do the horn. So this doesn't have to be a masculine card. It's just, to me, it looks more masculine because it's all the colors, no bling, nothing. And I'm just going to add a little bit, and this blend is almost dead, but we're just going to see what I can do here. Just to add ground. All right. Then I'm going to do the flag and we're done with the coloring. Okay, so now I have already done it, but I wanted to show you that removable tape by Post-it comes in this really big fat roll, and it's pretty good to be used as for the masking. All right, so what I do, and let me show you our new packaging. It's now all, because we're not doing rubber stamps anymore, it's all in one envelope. And see, it's only $20. That's so worth it. All right. So I take a picture of the front, which I'm hoping I get a scanner for my Christmas present, but I take a picture and then I reverse the image if there's words. You don't have to on this one because nothing's words, but I wanted to make sure. And then I just enlarge it enough to where these will stick on. So I know what I'm missing and what I'm not missing. All right. So, I have 3 here, and one is really thin, and I think that goes here. And I just need to cover it up enough to where well, let's see, I'm going to do it to where it will cover it to when I go over it with blue, because I definitely don't want blue being on my white trunks. Whoop. Okay, and then I have one more, and this one's a little fatter. So okay, now I'm going to bring this in again because I am going to use a blending brush with Balmy Blue ink and only, do mostly in between here and come down to the ants, but not all the way to the ants, because I don't want to mess up what I've painted or colored, and it would look like it's what's the word I'm looking for? It would change the colors. I don't want to do that. So I'm going into the trees because, the sky will show up between. I'm going to move this over just a little bit so you have a better view. You will see the sky between the leaves. And it's really good if you leave some white, because then it kind of looks like clouds. So just going by him, and then that's good. So it's pretty easy. This is going to be a very fast, easy card. Let me put this over here, move this. Whoops. There we go. So the great thing is that I can stick this back on here and it's ready to go for the next time. Back on here. And when the sticky starts to wear off, just put some of our green glue on it, let it dry, and then it becomes a restickable, like sticker. Not a lot. Don't put a lot of glue on it. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere that to the early espresso and then to the front. I just want to make sure it fits before I put the glue all over it, the tape. And see, 2 sides, that's awful. That's awesome that, whoops, we have 2 sides. Well, I think I'm almost out. Okay, there we go. Why is that not working? Hold on. There we go. Sometimes it only happens when you're on video, right? Or somebody's watching. So I hope you all have a very great Christmas, and that you get to get what you want, for one, and to get to see family, which is even more important than presents. Isn't that already so cute? All right, so I'm going to bring in this and again this because I want to stamp I'm just going to do 2 trees this time. And let's see. Sorry. Use early espresso again. I want some room to write, but if you've watched me before, you know I'm not a big writing inside the card, so I tend to kind of leave myself a little less room than maybe somebody else would, but this way I'm happy, and they're happy that they got a card. At least I hope they are. All right, and now I'm going to say happy birthday. Why do I always think of Frosty on that? Frosty the Snowman. Every time I say happy birthday, I think of that. Okay, and then before we finish, I'm going to stamp some mushrooms. And these are from the Sweet Bugs. And oh my God, I love these mushrooms. They're so cute. So I only have this little spot to write in. Perfect, if you ask me. All right, we'll do the trees. So I have an appointment at the time. I have an appointment at the vet at the same time as doing this. So that's why I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to pre-record so I can be here for you and for me because I love doing this, but also that I can be there for my cat because he needs to get on special medicine and I need to go pick it up. So I'm going to cover this up and I think this one, let's see if it fits. And you really don't have to stamp it. You could measure it and just cut it and it will be fun. Well, let's go up a little bit further because it is almost straight lines. So it does kind of help. So this time I am only going to do on the right side of the card. Just to give that hint. And I'm not even re-inking my brush. I'm just going over to give that hint of sky. And I will go a little bit over the sentiment. So then there's a reason why I stamped that so high. They'll think. All right. Oh, isn't that pretty? So if you are new here, thank you for being here. So sorry that I haven't said this before. Hold on, I need to get a drink. And if you always come, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. But be sure to subscribe. And on the descriptions, I have a place where you can purchase from me if you would like. And also to sign up for my newsletter, which I do PDFs where they're for free. So all you have to do is sign up and then I send you the PDF of everything I do on my videos. So, and it's absolutely free. And it's just my thank you for, signing up. And I send you the PDFs probably every 3 to 4 weeks. So there's multiple. So if you watch my channel, you'll be waiting probably a little bit to get your PDF for what you've seen, but it's free. So I like to do it all at one time. So go check out on the description to sign up for that. And hopefully you will sign up. Okay, so I used on here Cajun Craze for the mushrooms and pecan pie for the stems. And now I'm going to put this onto the early espresso and we will be done. And this is a quick card, but boy, does I think it packs a punch. Okay. I would be happy to get this card. And that's how I always decide whether it's good enough. If I would be happy to get it, then that means it's good enough for me to send out. You don't know how many cards that I have made that I'm like, not good enough. Just not good enough. In fact, I'll show you one. This was going to be for my besties. It's cute, but I'm like, eh. So I've made a whole new one. I'm like, that's just not good enough. I have to be happy. That's the whole point of me doing this, is that it makes me happy. And if it doesn't meet my standards, then we are done. I'll make something else. All right. So the thing is, since this is not alive, this is pre-recorded, I am going to give this away to someone who makes a comment on this video. So comment on this video. I will do the drawing in January, hopefully the first week. I don't know. I haven't looked at a calendar, but yes, I'll be doing it in January, and I'll be giving this away, and I mail it too long. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you subscribe so you will be notified when I go live again. Okay, thanks. Talk to you later.